Hi, I'm Dr. Hale Pringle, and for me the first question is always, is this a great day? And the answer is always, Hale, yes. I want to talk to you today about creating a resource of some of your broadcast emails. We're going to create an archive of a special group of your emails. This won't apply to everybody, but it certainly might apply to you. It takes a little bit of setup, and from then on, it's just dirt simple to do. It's kind of hard to describe in text because I've been doing that, but I thought I'd give you a quick walkthrough and just show you how it's done. So, what we're going to be talking about will be a little bit different for each marketer. And I think it can best be shown by giving you an example, but you'll have to think about your own niche and your own offers and see if it applies to you. So I'm an internet marketer. I'm building a list and I'm using AWeber. I send broadcast emails out, and they generally fall into one of three different categories. Category 1 is webinar promotions. Category 2 are useful internet marketing tips that I run across. Category 3 is special time-limited announcements. Now, the webinar promotions, I don't really need to keep an archive of those because they're come and gone. And the special time-limited announcements, the same way. But those internet marketing tips, it would be lovely to have a growing list of these tips that I could send somebody to and said, if you like this tip, there's a bunch more there. Now, I can do this. As a matter of fact, I have done this manually on my blog, but it's a whole lot easier to do what I'm going to show you here. So, it would be nice to have a resource page with all these tips. It'd be even nicer if creating this page was dirt simple and took virtually no time when I added a new broadcast email. And it'd be even nicer if people could sign up for my list on this page, and that I could do that without all the hassle of creating a web form. So, how would you like to have a new web page that is indexed by Google and contains a particular set of your broadcast emails? Some group like recipes or first starts or how to prospect people or whatever. It's going to be something in your niche and in your broadcast. And if you have a group that's like that, or two groups or three groups, what we're going to show you will work just fine. Are you building an email list? Are you using AWeber? Do you send broadcast emails? Are some of those broadcasts things that you'd like to have on an archive page available to your subscriber? If you answered all four questions yes, then you might be missing out on this free asset that you could start building today. If you just take a few minutes to set up the list in AWeber, you could start building this archive the next time you send out one of your special group, one of the set of broadcast emails. So here are the setup steps that we're going to do. We're going to create a new list, and we want to name that list something that is relevant to the group. I call mine Hale's Tips Archive, Marketing Tips Archive, and I ran out of letters, so the archive is missed an E. We're going to use automation to automatically subscribe any leads who happen to sign up on this page to your main list, so that you're not having to worry about this little sub list and send emails, follow-up emails to them. We're going to create a logo for this new list. We'd like it to look nice. And I'm suggesting that you add some words that describe the list so that when people land on the page, they know it's from you and they know what it's about, so that they are reminded why they're there. We're going to upload that logo. We're going to create a day zero email for the new list that says, thank you for signing up, and whatever else you do on your day zero. And we're going to find and save someplace the URL for your new archive so you can tell people about it. And that's it. It's really not that hard. On a day-to-day basis, when we're going to send out our normal broadcasts, here's what we do. We make sure the archive list is the active one when you create the broadcast email. Then, when you get ready to send it, you put the check mark beside any of the other lists that you want your broadcast to go to, and you send it out as usual. So basically, for me, the making sure the archive list is active is the only thing that's new or different. So let's go look in AWeber and see how this looks. Now, before we do, we need to create the logo for this new archive. It should be wide and not too tall, and I'll show you mine. So let's go over and look at AWeber. All right, I'm in AWeber. Okay, I'm in AWeber. Right here, Hale Tip Archive is the name of my new list. And I've already created that, but we're going to take a look at it. So the first thing we're going to do is look at the settings in that list. So there's the name, there's my description, and by the way, when people go to unsubscribe, they're going to see this and they're going to see this. If you make this description attractive enough, they may decide, oh, that's what that is. Yeah, I think I won't unsubscribe to it. But if you just give yourself a description that helps you remember what it is, you miss that chance. All right, so I've got some emails, my address and whatever. Let's go over, and in the personalization, I've got my name and whatever. I'm not actually using the signature block. But this is where I upload that logo that we created. And all it says is an upload link. If you don't like the way it looks, you can come back and upload a new version right here. And I've saved the list. We're going to look at the follow-up messages for this tip archive. And I'm going to put this title on it. This is my template. And if you don't know templates, you can go to templates, click on my templates, and there are my various templates. This one I happen to know is the broadcast template because it has this, view the message in your browser. So I'm going to put a little bit of text here. I actually have a more complete message, but for the purposes of this, I'll just, and we'll save that. And we'll go to the next page. In the settings, there are really no settings, so we'll save. All right, we have gone and we're looking at list automations. Now, in list automation, I need to be looking at my main list, and I have several already here. And what I want to do is, I already have this one up here, but I'll show you how it works. So subscribe to Hale Main when subscribing to, and here I pull the Hale tip archive. And so if I were to save that, I would get exactly this rule I already have. So as soon as they sign up for this, they also get signed up for this. It's an automatic subscription, and I don't have to worry about it or think about it. So on our list, what we have is the list created, we have the email created, we have the automation created, and really all we need to do right now is look at the broadcast. We're going to make sure that the tip archive is the active link. So we're going to create a broadcast message, and I'm going to fill in just a little bit of this without you having to wait for it. All right, I've just put a little bit of text in here and a line about the archive, and I'm going to save this. I'm going to go to the next page, and there is the link to my archive page. Highlight the portion that I want to be a link. Click on the link. Put that in there. And now let's go ahead and save it and test it. So there's my email. And there's the link. And there's my archive. Now all I have to do to add more tips is select that archive group and then fill out a broadcast email. You see this automatically already has a place for people to subscribe, and I didn't have to go in and create that web form and drop it onto this page. This page is indexed by Google, and so if these are all a very similar type of, like in my case, tips, they will show up here. And let's go back. And when I get ready to send this, I'll go down my list and check off the ones that I want to send it to. If there are any others that just like I normally would, and then I'm going to send it like I normally would, whether I schedule it or send it right now. So the only thing that is new is that when I create the message, I need to make sure that my tip, whatever group that this is active, and when I publish it, I need to make sure that I check mark the ones that I want to receive it. So that's all we're going to do that's new on a day-to-day basis, or when we do send out broadcast messages. Okay, that's it. How to create an archive, and like I said, on a day-to-day basis, it's very, very little work, because all you're doing is selecting this group and then checking off the others that you want to do, because it's all being done automatically for you by AWeber. So I hope that explains this fairly well, and you have a great day. Oh, Hale, yes.